welcome back to my channel and the month of May, completed pages. Hurrah! My favourite time of the month. I love seeing everyone's completed pages videos and what they've been working on, and I like to show what I've been working on. So I have done a fair few books. This is quite a significant pile of books this month. Don't know what's happened, but I seem to have got through way more than I normally have. And I've done three buddy colours as well, which is also quite unusual for me. So these aren't in any order at all. So we'll start with Eerie Romantic Country Second Tale. And this was a buddy colour with J.I. Colorist, and she suggested some books to work on, and I'd only done one in this book, so I thought it would be great to do another one in this one. And we went for this lovely page, Manon's Flowers, and I threw everything and the kitchen sink at this page. It has got Graphitint for the brickwork, Polychromos, Graphitint for the roof, Polychromos, some Sakura Metallic Jelly Roll for the gate and for the lattices on the lights. It's got some Pentel Dual Hybrid down here. Yeah, I've really enjoyed Neocolor 2 for the sky and the floor. And I really enjoyed this page. Lots and lots of detail. Find that quite daunting. But I managed to achieve the vibrancy I think that I wanted to, which was because I find this paper really difficult to work on for some reason. Like I did this Easter page and I didn't like the way it came out at all. But this one I really like. I think I like the colours that I chose. So thank you, Jodie, for pushing me to do another one in this book. Really enjoyed doing it, and I'm looking forward to doing either one in this one or the first tale next month. So that is Eerie's Romantic Country Second Tale. Then I hadn't done much work in Magical Jungle for a while. It's not my favourite of the Johanna Basford books, and I've done some work in this book and I've had quite a lot of bleed through with things I've used. So this page was a fix it up page because I'd had some significant bleed through from this page. So I got out my Magic Fly acrylic iridescent paint and I did this bright green border with some lime green on the top, and I really like the way that came out. Then the pencil work is Polychromos, I believe. Might be Black Widows. Let me see if I wrote it down. No, apparently it's Arteza Expert pencils. Then there's mica powder, which is the shimmery green here and the shimmery pink here. Magic Fly acrylic, and then I splattered the background with Winsor & Newton white ink as well. I have to say, given that this is a cover up the bleed through page, I really love the vibrancy of this green paint. I love the pencil work that I managed to achieve in here. I love the vibrancy and kind of the balance of the colours. I have to say it's probably one of my favourite pages of the month. And I love being able to flip through and go, oh yeah, that's the page next to one another, and to see the book filling up in a way. So that was fun. So that was Johanna Basford's Magical Jungle, and that went towards the hashtag, which I think is Johanna Basford January to June. Then in my colouring book collection video, I did a Lulu Mayo books, and I was going on about the fact that I really wanted A Million Owls, and I'm so excited. I managed to get this off eBay and it was in pristine condition. So I did my first colouring in this page this month, and this went for a number of hashtags. Lavella's Colouring May, Colour Your Hoard. I think there was someone having a birthday hashtag, so it's colour anything birthday related, so that went towards that. So this was coloured with Arteza, I'll bring it down a bit so you can see it, Arteza Expert pencils, lots of acrylic paint pen, there's Pentel Dual Hybrid on various bits, I think on the little hats probably, yeah, mostly on the little hats. There's Stickles. This is the Stickles glitter gel in the background, which if you watch my What I Used to Shine on Glitter at my page, you will have seen. There's Winsor and Newton. No, that's not on this one. There's glossy accents. So I put glossy accents on the balloons and glossy accents on these owls with the big eyes. I had a lot of fun, and there's actually also some watercolour paint here. This is CSY. It's like a purple collection paint. So there's like an iridescent pearlescent blue and then a pearlescent purple. And I didn't do anything with this because I didn't feel the need to. But I really, really enjoyed it. Really, really good fun. Love the way the owls are popping out of the cake. Had a really fun time. So yeah, that was my first one in Lulu Mayo's A Million Owls. That one away. Then for Mermaid, I did something out of Hannah Lynn's Enchanted Faces. And I really enjoyed this one. I went for Ariel in a homage to the fact that Little Mermaid is out in the cinemas. And I went to see it yesterday, and it's beautiful. If you love Little Mermaid, the animation, like I have done and grown up with it, you will love the live action movie. I smiled all the way through. I cried my eyes out at the end, and I loved it. So this is my homage to Ariel from Little Mermaid. Arteza Everblend, Arteza Expert pencils. We've got some liquid pearls here, some Stickles for the bubbles, and then some Chromatech glitter gel pen around the outside. And I just love the way this turned out. I just think it's really cute, and it was very simple in terms of colour palette. I knew what I wanted. Yeah, and I'm just love it. Really, really love it. Just a really cute page to do. So that went for various mermaid hashtags that were happening this month. And that's Hannah Lynn's Enchanted Faces. And this book is beginning to fill up now as well, which is also really nice. Then again, I got out another Johanna Basford book, which I don't touch very much. And I think that's because this book is so highly detailed, and I just struggle with it. So I went for one that I really, really liked, and I've liked for a little while, and I haven't touched it, so I decided to have a go at it. And I had a go at this beautiful whale. And I did this with Staedtler fine liners and Pentel Dual Hybrid. And I love the colours. I went for a very limited colour palette, greens for the leaves, pinks for everything else. The bottom of the whale, I went for blues to emulate the ocean because I felt that's what it was emulating. The fish, I did all pink. And then the background is, I think it's Distress ink in the background. Yes. It's Distress ink oxide in the background. And then I added some pixie powder, which gives it this greeny, shimmery effect. And what you do with the powder is you put it on, it kind of puffs out of the bottle, and then you spray it with water, and that's what kind of makes it all mottled and spreads it out. But the bleed through is horrific. So it's ideal for one-sided stuff, but not for double-sided. But to be honest, I don't think I will do this page anyway, and I still have this one to do. And it was a double-page wallpaper, so for me it wasn't the end of the world. But yeah, pixie powder is definitely not for double-sided books if you want to keep the page behind. But I do have both of these because I'd done this one before, so I decided to add the double page spread and make it a double pager. But in doing that with the pixie powder, I did get bleed through from something else I'd done before. So yeah, water in when you've got to be careful with things you've already done. But yeah, this book's beginning to fill up now, which is also really nice. But yeah, this is because of the details in this book. It's a fine liner book for me, and I love using pencils these days. So yeah, that was Johanna Basford's Lost Ocean. Then this is my third buddy colour for the month. This is with colouring.bumblebee. She's on Instagram, and we chose something out of Circle of Life. She chose the book. I chose the book, I think, and she chose the image and went for this peacock. She's not quite finished hers yet that I've seen. I know she's nearly there. So once it's ready, I will pop it up on Instagram. But for this I used Polychromos in the main. I knew I wanted blues and greens and purples. I've used Neocolor 2 for the ground. I've used Inktense, which is kind of for the background of the feathers. Pentel Dual Hybrid for some of the blue in the peacock. And then I put some stickles just on the outside where the limey green bits are. Don't know if you can see those. And then I used Susanna Wimpany Berry's technique of doing Inktense kind of coloured in and then activating it with a watercolour paint. So I got this stunning greeny blue effect here, and it really does work. And this is Pentel Dual Hybrid here. So I had a lot of fun with this page and used lots of different media, which I really enjoyed. And I like the way it came out. Really like the way it came out. And I know that Colouring Dot Bumblebee is also done fairly traditional peacock as well. So I'm really looking forward to seeing hers finished. And like I said, I will put it up on Instagram once it's done. So that was Circle of Life by Melpomene Chatsio-Panagiotou. And there was a hashtag for that, which I haven't managed to join yet. But once that goes on Instagram, I will. Then there was a hashtag this month for princesses. So I did Princess Jasmine, if I can find it. There she is. Let's see if I can say it. This is Arteza Everblend, Arteza Expert, pencils, Posca pen, lots of Pentel Dual Hybrid. I put Dragonfly glaze on her cloak and on her dress. I think I also put it in the sky to make that all shimmery. And then I put some Stickles glitter glue in the puff of smoke from the genie's lamp. So this page is just basically shimmery, glittery goodness. But I really like the way it came out. I like the purple against the yellows. I maybe didn't need to use as much Pentel Dual Hybrid as I did, but hey-ho. It was a good fun page. I love her hair. The purple kind of maybe blends, the sky and the purple maybe blends with her dress a bit too much. But she was good fun to do. I like the way the stars came out. I kind of coloured over them and then brought them out with white Posca, so that was really nice. And it just looks like a magical page. So that was from Hannah Lynn's Fairy Tale Princesses and Storybook Darlings, and that was for the princess hashtag. I think that's the Enchanting You of Colour hashtag. Then I inspired myself by saying I was scared of Kirby Roseanne's page in one of my videos and decided to crack out my Kirby Roseanne. And I did this amazing leopard page, and I have to say, I had a blast doing this. I think this is Worlds Within Worlds. Yeah, Worlds Within Worlds, which I think is actually my favourite Kirby Roseanne book. I'm just seeing if I can find, yes. So, I based the cheetah with Neocolor 2. I think I based the sky with Neocolor 2. I think practically everything was based with Neocolor 2, and then I went over it with Polychromos pencils. There's Posca pen in the sky for the stars. This moon is Cosmic Shimmer texture paste. I think it's called Moon. The only thing that I don't like, and I don't think worked well, is the red lanterns. I wish I'd put like the middle of the lanterns like a yellow and orange, which would be why then the sky was yellow. But one thing I did do with the cheetah was I went over all the black with a fine liner just to bring out the spots of the leopard a little bit more. But apart from that, I had a blast doing this page. I really, really enjoyed it, and I like the way that it's turned out in the end. So yeah, Kirby Roseanne, Worlds Within Worlds. Then, can't go a month without doing a Matchstick mouse page. And I actually did 2 in here this month. And the first one I did was the Froggy page, which is this one, which I had real fun with. Very limited colour palette. Just love it. And what did I do? So this was probably my usual Arteza Everblend, Arteza Expert pencils. I went over the water with Enchanted Shimmer, which is a bluey one. And then Posca to add in some highlights to the lily pad and the froggy. And I put a little bit of shadow for him to emulate his body under the water. I had a lot of fun. Absolutely loved this page. And then the other one I did was one where she's dancing with the blossoms. I'll see if I can find, I think it's fairly near this one. Yeah, there we go. She's dancing in the blossoms. Again, Arteza Everblend, Arteza Expert pencils. I thought I'd messed up the background because I chose two bright and orange pages, but I did manage to kind of get in a gradient with a darker pink. I experimented with a bit of grass texture. I just love the colours in this, green, pinks, and again it was very limited colour palette. I seem to have that vibe going on this month where my colour palette was dialed down somewhat, and I seem to have visions about what I wanted much more this month than I've had before recently. But yeah, and there's some Pentel Jewel Hybrid in the centre of these flowers. Yeah, really fun pages to do, but I'll probably be cracking out the summertime book next month. Then for Mermaid again, I noticed when I was doing one of my, my colouring page series that there was a mermaid page in Maria Troller's Drew Maurice. And so I did this double page spread. And I think this is again up there with one of my favourites this month. This was coloured with Black Widow pencils. Lots of paint pen in her hair. Pentel Jewel Hybrid for her jewels, and there's Pentel Jewel Hybrid in the leaves here. Lots of acrylic paint pen going around the outsides of things. Then I took this colours from what I'd used on the front page and kept her dress a similar colour and her hair a similar colour. Then the background is Distress Oxide in different shades of blues. So Speckled Egg, there's Blue Ribbon, there's a greeny one I've used. And then I put in some stickles, and I also drew some bubbles, which I think you can just about make out. But I just love the vibrancy of this page. I love the way it turned out. I had a lot of fun doing it. I used alcohol marker for the skin. There's a one-sided here, so it was only a small bit. But I had a lot of fun with this page, and I think that's probably very evident. So yeah, that was from Maria Troller's Drew Maurice, and again that was for lots of the mermaid hashtags. Then I got a new book this month, Colours of Daydreams by Nicolette de la Fray. My book was damaged from Amazon, which I wasn't very impressed about. The packaging was damaged and the book was damaged, but I could live with it. So I did this page, and there was a butterfly hashtag, so I picked this one. I absolutely hate the way this turned out. I think I was flagging towards the end of the month, and I did the butterflies, and I was like, I really hate the way I've done the butterflies. I just don't like them. I wish I'd done what I'd done with other books this month. I'd stuck to a limited colour palette, but I didn't. So yeah. And then I decided to do the field yellow to do like a rapeseed field, and again, I hated it. So what I normally do when I hate things is just chuck a load of glitter at it. So I put some Cosmic Shimmer texture paste in the clouds called Frosty Dawn and in the sky, and I did a silky crayon and a sky background. But yeah, really dislike this page, not my favourite at all. Based it with alcohol markers and went over with Arteza Expert. Don't know if I'll do that again. I might just go for pencils next time. But yeah, not my favourite page of the month. But it did go towards May Colour Your Hoard 2023. I'm just going to pause the video and then come back. Hello, I'm back. Then I chose another one in Boules de Poils. I don't know if that's how you say it. I'm just making it up. Balls of Fluff. And I chose quite a summery page, I think. Just got to find it. There it is. I chose this one. Again, it's not my favourite page of the month. This one followed pretty much straight after Nicolette de la Fray's one. Nicolette de la Fray, should I say. And again, it's not my favourite page. I coloured this with Arteza. Might not be Arteza. Don't know. No, yeah, Arteza Expert. Pentel Dual Hybrids. No, that's the wrong one. I don't know what I coloured this with. Couldn't tell you. All I know is that this is Neocolor 2 for the water and the sky. And I put some Enchanted Shimmer on the water to make it shimmery. And some Posca pen in there as well. I also put some fine liner in the blossoms just to bring out a bit of texture. I think I did this with Arteza Expert. I think I recognise that purple. But yeah, not my favourite one of the months. But I do like this book, so I will keep persevering with it. And that was Balls of Fluff. Then this is my third body colour with Colouring Dot Bumblebee. And this is from Meine Reise durch Europa by Rita Berman. And we did one with... Is it this one? Yes. There we go. And this is the page. So this is the one with the camper van and the houses. So this went towards a vehicle hashtag, which was happening this month. And this was coloured with Arteza Expert pencils, Pentel Dual Hybrid, which is kind of all around the window frames, Sakura Jelly Roll, Silky Crayon background for lots of Posca and dots. Then there's glossy accents on the camper van windows. And some stickles. And then I think this is Cosmic Shimmer Lunar paste in like a silvery colour. Had a lot of fun this. I love the vibrancy. And I will put Colouring Bumblebee's picture here. Hers is pastels. And I love the pastel vibe that she has in hers. So that was Rita Berman's Meine Reise durch Europa. Thank you very much, Colouring Bumblebee, for getting me going this month. And we've got another one in for next month, which I'm really looking forward to. So I continued my Lulu Mayo theme and did a million unicorns. And I did this page. So this went for a Mythology May hashtag and again the butterfly colour along page. This I did with Black Widow pencils. Very limited colour palette. I knew I wanted blues and purples. There's just a little bit of green there. And then the background is Distress Oxide, and I had, there's a purple, quite a dark wilted violet, milled lavender, and then I think I used tattered rose or something, and then I got baby wipe and smudged out some circles and also put the baby wipes over as well. Love the way this turned out. It's so delicate, it's so cute, and I love the unicorn. And I went around the unicorns with some Chromatech just to make them glittery a little bit. And there's a little bit of Pentel Dual Hybrid on the horns. But yeah, really, really love the way that one turned out. So that was from A Million Unicorns by Lulu Mayo. So that went towards the Lulu Mayo hashtag as well. Then my first one of the month was from a mermaid, A Million Mermaids. And I did this double page spread. And I tried something a bit different. I based most of this with Ecoline water brush markers. And then went over it with Black Widows. I did a lot of outlining with acrylic paint pens. I then did, I think it's Silky Crayons for the sand and the water at the top. And some stickles, glitter gel on the top. Which is where all that sparkliness comes from. I really like the way it turned out, and I quite liked using the Ecoline water brush pens. It did give it a vibrancy, which I haven't been able to achieve with just pencils. So I might try that again and see how it goes. But yeah, I quite like that one. Not my favourite one of the month, but it was a good start to the month. And to kick-start it with a double page was good. So that was A Million Mermaids. And then I really went off on the one with the mermaids and did a couple out of Molly Harrison. So I just need to find the one that I did. So this I did. This is the Big Fantasy Colouring Book in Grayscale, and this is the first one. And I did this one. This is with Polychromos pencils. There's some Pentel Dual Hybrid, which is like the bands in her hair. Silky crayons, apparently. I think that's inside the vignette, the bluey purple. Outside of it is Distress Oxide, and then I use a stencil just to put in these little circular lines. And then there is, I use Winsor & Newton ink on her tail, which is like a gold ink that I have. I quite enjoyed doing that. It was different for a change. And then I use some Stickles glittered glue inside the vignette, put some sparkle on there. And I quite like it, I have to say. It's quite unusual colours for me, but I do enjoy these books. And then my final one of the month is from Molly Harrison's Big Fantasy Colour Written Grayscale 2, and that is this one. And out of the two of these, this one is my favourite. I loved the colours that I chose for the tail. And I used Derwent drawing pencils for the sea. The background is Distress Oxide in like a black soot and a purple mixed together to get a really dark sky. Posca for the stars, and then I use like an iridescent paint to go around the bottom, and then a metallic paint for the moon. And I just love this. What was really annoying is I dropped something on her hair. I think it must have been Posca pen or something. So I put a bow in her hair just to cover that up. But I really love the mermaid's tail in this one and the way the water came out. I just love this one. The whole composition I just liked. So that's it. That is my completed pages for the month. And I know one thing I've forgotten, and I will come back. I forgot was just to go through my stats, which I do normally at the beginning of the video, but I will do at the end. So to end the month, I have 1,227 subscribers, which is an increase of 38. So welcome to everybody who's subscribed to my channel this month. Thank you so much. It means such a lot. Love seeing your comments. Yeah, pop me a message anytime on Instagram, colouring with Amy. I'm on Instagram. Pop me a message if you want to do a buddy colour. Always happy to do that. I've done 5 videos, 6 including this one, and I've participated in 17 hashtags this month. I haven't done any lives. But yeah, so that's that. And there was something else I was going to say, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, yes. I realised I didn't say when I'd insert my buddy colour pictures. So I'm going to insert the Eerie buddy colour, which was J.O. Colorist, here. Thank you, Jodie. Absolutely really enjoyed doing that with you. And I know I put Colouring Bumblebees in already. So just Jodie's, which you will have seen. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you all again next month. Bye bye.